Number 4 here, right away, no breaks, StarDust versus Flash.
Down here in the bottom left, in the red, the Protoss player, he's down 1-2. It's StarDust.
And up to the top left in blue, for KT Rolster, it's Flash. 1 win away here from moving on. He has had such a great streak in these past few days, you know, or rather past few weeks, with Toronto, with GSL. Now a solid performance here against another Protoss in StarDust. So definitely I favored him here. I thought he was going to take it to 3-1. He's 1 win away from doing just that. But StarDust has definitely had some excellent moments. He's playing great late game here.
Yeah. I mean, that whole game, that whole second game was so back and forth. I mean, it just came down to that one last engagement. StarDust a little bit of a mess up with his micro, losing a lot of High Templar. And in the end, Flash just the better late game, just crushing through the game, just having that stability, that stamina to get through that entire game is so hard. And now they got to go to game number 3, or rather game number 4. And I don't know. Let's see what we have. I mean, we're on Deadwing. We're at vertical spawns here, not cross spawns.
Yeah. And I mean, this does allow for a little bit more aggressive pushes on this map. You know, we used to have horizontal spawns on this map, which was crazy.
Yeah.
That would make for a really intense game 4 here. But instead, you know, we have now that removed. Thank you, Blizzard. Thank you, David Kim and Dustin Browder. And we're just going to be looking at a vertical spawn here, which is a rush distance comparable to a map like Overgrowth. It's not short, but it's not long. It's medium distance. Sort of thing, sort of a rush distance. That thing, you know. That
yeah, that thing about. that we discuss sometimes.
Yeah, that thing where like you go across the map and stuff. That time length. Reaper Expand versus what I expect to be another Forge Robo opening. When you're down, and it's not only are you down in a series, but if you lose one more time, you're on your last life. Can you really do like a Stargate opener against Flash, who's been so calm and collected against aggression? I just don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. I fully agree with you there. I think StarDust is just going to play straight up. He's going to play safe. And he's just going to try to whittle down Flash once again in that late game. He was able to do it once. Let's see if he can do it again.
Oh, this is a Protoss-dominated tournament, and this whole year has been Protoss-dominated. I think people will remember 2014 as the year of Protoss for sure. But Flash is the closest we've seen today to being able to beat a Protoss, stopping a Protoss from advancing. And not only that, but the last game, he won against the late game Protoss. We're talking about like the 11 High Templar and Colossi both on the map. And he was able to make the composition, he was able to control the map and take bases and win. He made beating late game Protoss look like completely reasonable. Like why are people whining? Why are people crying? Like that was a really solid game by him, and it's really good to see a Terran player able to take that sort of initiative in the late game and also in the early game to get that fast 3rd CC. That's pretty brave. That's really something we don't see too many players doing in any region.
Yeah, definitely. Look at that nice placement on that pylon there, actually, forcing him to just walk up the ramp. And he's just going to go straight through. He wants to see everything he can, and he sacrifices that Reaper. Doesn't see much, though.
Oh, that he does not. Not getting that skull this time, and it means he's not going to be able to see the Robo Forge again. We're going to see the same build over and over.
Do see Robo. Scan comes down. Nope. Nice placement here.
And no Forge, actually. Not yet. And Flash also changing it up. Not only going for no eBay, but combat shields before stim. Rushed combat shields. Saw in Wings of Liberty a few aggressive Marine Marauder timings with rushed combat shields where you just have that longevity. Your Marines are so much beefier. You can kind of tank the Mothership Core a little bit with that.
Mothership Core does get away with the Time Warp.
Not an ideal use of Time Warp, but better safe than sorry. Better safe than losing that.
Yeah.
Okay, Fast Bay. So this is kind of like game 1. Or rather, no, this is kind of like how SOS was playing. Rather.
Yeah. I don't know. Flash has got 3 barracks out here. He's got that fast combat shields. He's going to have a ton of Marines with very, very high health. And I think he's going to want to go aggressive with this. I mean, he's making a bunker for now.
Shut that SCV down. See how much damage he gets done with this. 16 Marines. Nexus Cannon is actually not ready yet, is it? He's going to need a little bit more time for this.
Yeah, because he was forced to put down that Time Warp from before.
Uh-oh, and he just sees it. He sees the combat shields. Now he's going to be panicking.
Look at this.
20 seconds left.
80 energy.
And he's going to have to pull probes before that's ready. And even after it's ready, he's supply blocked. He's supply blocked here. And then this is so terrifying right now for StarDust. His tournament life on the line here. Targeting that Immortal. Trying to get a good angle over here. And the Nexus Cannon will be ready in just a second. 2 more seconds here. And there it is. Needs to launch it right now.
And there he goes. Very nice force fields do push that army back, but he does get 10 kills here on the SCVs, and the probes here, the workers. Now he was going to start working on that army, but he does back off. Gets the damage he wants, forces the Nexus Cannon.
Very calm and collected hold there by StarDust, all things considered. But this is definitely a good position for Flash. A pretty even trade there, money for money, but economy is so important in the early game here at 9 minutes. And Flash has a worker lead plus Mules, 42-40, with that extra insane income that Mules give you. And he's got Medevacs about to come out here. He's going to start getting his own upgrades. And he may even really rush out some Vikings, because that was a good moment for him to also scout the Colossus tech he's up against.
Some Stalkers out on the map here. It seems like Flash wants to regain control of that watchtower. Now he's just going to back off, keep control of the map for now. Doesn't want StarDust to be comfortable out there.
Well, the stim is about to finish here. You can't really engage anything until that's ready. Let's see how many medevacs he makes before he switches to Vikings. That's what I'm curious about. Is he going to go 4? Is he going to go more than that? It's possibly sticks with just 2, but that's not Flash style. Okay, yeah. Third one on the way. Double drop.
Makes 2 for now, but he's going to run right into that army.
Oh no.
My God. Loses a whole medevac full of units.
Must have been looking at something else.
And he's got a third base coming up here, and there are 2 Colossi over here. He's trying to get this one Colossus here, but I don't know. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Yeah, there's an attack barreling down.
That was an expensive attempt to stop that as well. All right, he needs to take an engagement on top of the ramp here before the Colossi arrive. Big stim there, and like I said, there's not that many medevacs out yet. Especially with the free one he gave away earlier. 6 gates with this attack. Doesn't have a very forward warping, but he's got one a little bit close. And that warp prism, you know, it's not going down anytime soon. There's not a single Viking on the map. All right, here we go. Force fields go down here. Flash hard pressed to hold. He's got 3 bunkers, but the range on those Colossi allowing him to wipe out those SCVs so easily. And that Immortal, good targeting by Flash, does go down. Does he hold here?
I'm not sure. There's only 2 Vikings out here. There's no damage on the Colossi in the back with the Thermal Lances. They're just doing way, way too much damage. You can a Time Warp coming in here on those SCVs as well.
Well, he's trying to fight his way back here. Trying. He's just losing so much mine time from this.
Yeah. He holds on just barely, but look at his minerals and his gas. He's not getting enough. He's going to lose this gas over here as well.
It's just going to burn down unless he repairs it. With money he can't afford to spend right now. He is going to repair it. For now. Going to be targeted down with 1 more volley. Just trying to bait these units out where he can start fighting them. And if he doesn't send the units out, he loses the refinery. And if the Vikings get too close, he's got so many Stalkers here to support. There goes the refinery. And now he's just going to target down this bunker. Need to get those Colossi hitting the SCVs, though. Flash is making a nice little last stand here. That force field makes it so the Zealots can't really fight either. Well, I just don't think he's got enough. This is just way too much StarDust here at this point.
Bunker falls down. He's got 6 more Warpins coming in behind this. I mean, Flash holds on for now once again. He's got one last standing Bunker, and I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Don't think so.
Only one Colossus now.
All right, poking up here now. Really just trying to end this game. Flash is holding on like tooth and nail here, repairing his orbital right now. The orbital is actually tanking Colossus fire. StarDust is not targeting that.
Yeah.
And he's still pretty dead, but he's alive. Like, his heart is still beating in this game.
Yeah. More Warpins though. A lot more Zealots coming through as well as Stalkers. A lot of damage in this mix. Flash trying to make it work. Nice micro on that Colossus, and a second Colossus comes in here. More SCVs pouring down from the main, trying to fight, but Flash's supply is plummeting here, and he calls GG.
We're going to a game 5 in this sick best of 5 to decide which one of these two is moving on. 2 big fan favorites, and they are trading game for game here. I'm feeling hyped.
Yeah, I'm feeling hyped. We said this was Flash o'clock, but StarDust has tied it up. It comes down to just now one best of 1. One more game to decide it all. Who goes to the round of 8?
That's what we're going to find out.
StarDust obviously a little bit happier than Flash at this moment in time. But Flash has to recuperate here, rejoin himself for just one final game.
Getting that mouse pad set up here. Justin with his ruler, man, just making sure. This is a very, very tense moment for both of these guys. Ooh. This is actually so stressful. So many points on the line. For Flash especially, this is more important for Blitz.